That sharp pinch when you lift your arm overhead, ever wonder if that pain is more than just a strain? Maybe you've been told that you tore your rotator cuff, and worse, that surgery is the only way out. But here's the truth. Yes, you can heal a rotator cuff tear without surgery, especially if you target the right muscles and train it the right way. I'm Dr. Joey Seyforth, shoulder rehab specialist with Comeback Performance, and we've helped thousands of people finally fix their nagging shoulder pain without endless stretching, injections, or surgery. Today, I'm going to break down what the rotator cuff actually does, why most rehab misses the mark, and show you 4 powerful exercises that help the shoulder center itself again and stay pain-free. Your rotator cuff isn't just one muscle, it's a team of 4. And if you want real healing, you need to train them all together. Let's break it down. The first one up is the supraspinatus. This one's the most commonly one torn and the most stressful during overhead movement. It lives on the top of the shoulder blade and initiates the first 15 degrees of arm elevation. But its real job? Keeping the humeral head pulled snugly into the socket, especially under load. Next up is the infraspinatus muscle on the back of the scapula. This muscle handles external rotation, but just as important, it prevents the shoulder from drifting forward. Next is the teres minor, a small external rotator that fine-tunes movement and helps stabilize the joint, especially in dynamic positions. And lastly, the subscapularis. This sits on the front of the scapula and controls internal rotation, but functionally, it's your shoulder's frontline defense. It keeps the ball from translating forward in the socket. This is often weak in those that have front shoulder pain. Together, these muscles keep your shoulder joint centered like a golf ball sitting on a tee. Your bigger muscles move the arm, but the cuff keeps everything stable and aligned. And if any one of them is weak, injured, or not firing properly, that ball starts sliding up, forward, pinching into the joint space. That's where the pain starts. So if you're only stretching or strengthening blindly, you're not addressing the real problem. To truly heal, you have to teach the entire rotator cuff to stabilize the shoulder under real-world loads. This is where most rotator cuff rehab breaks down. You get a generic list of stretches or rotator cuff strengtheners, but nothing teaches the cuff how to actually do its job. More mobility, more pressing, more random band work, none of that matters if the shoulder isn't centered and having that control. What you need is targeted stability-first activation, especially focus on the supraspinatus and its support system. Here are 4 movements that do exactly that. They're simple but incredibly effective at recentering the shoulder and rebuilding cuff control. The first exercise is a banded W hold. You're going to grab a light resistance band with your palms up, elbows by your side. You're going to pull the band into a W pattern and hold. This activates the infraspinatus and teres minor, the backside of the cuff, building endurance and joint control. Complete 3 sets of 10 to 15 second holds, elbows staying tucked by your sides. This is going to burn the back of the shoulders. I know you're struggling with shoulder pain and you obviously want to fix it, so text me the word pain to 720-710-4371 and I'll send you my free shoulder pain fix demo. Now back to the show. Next up is targeting anterior shoulder stability with a subscap punch. For this exercise, you're going to anchor a band at your side. Keeping your elbow tucked, you're going to punch upward in a straight line, bringing your arm near your ear. This targets the subscapularis, pulling the shoulder into the joint and creating front to back stability. Complete 2 sets of 12 reps on each side, controlling the punch through the entire motion. Next up is banded scap angels, creating external rotation strength in the rotator cuff and also adding a posterior tilt to the shoulder blade. For this exercise, you're going to attach a band to a rig. You're going to start with your arms out in front of you with your elbows straight. From there, you're going to pull the band back and bringing your hands to your pockets. Next, you're going to move into an angel position, raising your arms out to the sides and bringing your biceps to your ears. You're going to reverse on the way back down. This builds scapular control and cuff coordination, a must for safe overhead movements. Complete 2 sets of 10 reps, moving smooth and steady. Last up is shoulder taps and building closed chain shoulder stability. You're going to get into a plank position and you're going to alternate tapping your opposite hand to your opposite shoulder. If this is too hard from the plank position, go onto the stairs or also a bench and complete the same movement, making sure not to let your hips sway in the process. This exercise brings it all together. Dynamic cuff activation under load. Real world control when your body's in motion. Complete 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps per side, keeping the torso stable. You don't have to live with shoulder pain. And you don't always need surgery to heal a rotator cuff tear, especially when you target all 4 rotator cuff muscles, not just the one that hurts. You need stability, you need control, you need to recenter the joint. Although these exercises can be beneficial for anyone that's having a rotator cuff tear, there are a lot more progressions and modifications that need to be made along the rehab journey. If you want to avoid surgery and get the right help and custom approach for your shoulder pain, and you've tried things like physical therapy, chiropractors, injections, or even surgery, and not seeing the shoulder pain relief results, then text me the word pain to 720-710-4371 to get a tailored step-by-step approach on how to permanently fix your shoulder pain. Our mission at Comeback Performance is to help over 1 million people around the world eliminate their shoulder pain, avoid unnecessary imaging, injections, and surgeries, and get their lives back. After you reach out, please like and subscribe to the channel. We're putting out daily content based on your guys' questions on shoulder-related topics regarding pain and rehab. At Comeback Performance, the comeback is always stronger than the setback.